light bleeds through the dark recess of an incision, a terminal idea with a fading gradient, carefully emerging as though an umbilical cord is wrapped around its potential. Here, the architect prepares us for what hasn't fully bloomed. Light is an eager actor, and this theatrical performance, its part to play, must be directed. Here, architects are playwrights of light, but master architects are playwrights of its absence.
My relationship with architecture was like me watching my dad do models for the University of East London where he studied. It was really fun, I guess, looking at urban design and urban planning from, I guess, the mindset of a 12-year-old to 14-year-old. It was really fun. And then fast forward, I'm in university at the age of what, 20? Yeah, I think it was 20 when I started. But I think by the time I got to the third year, I was so focused on learning who I was. And at that time, architecture, or my understanding of architecture, didn't really give me that. So I definitely shifted and drifted to poetry because that was my one way of dissecting and analyzing my cognitive behavioral patterns, and really saying, okay, cool, if you want to become this person, this is how you rewrite your life. Whereas architecture at the time was me designing sections and drawing elevations. I didn't see myself in what I was designing. And probably because I wasn't at that mental maturity to really design myself in architecture to that point.
They know we enter, an audience member. Feet first, expectation second, hoping for a suspension of disbelief only if the stage design of our curiosity is fed to crave more. This illusion of absence, Zumtha does this really well.
I was in a dark space during uni, and I just remember running to the Barbican in London. That was like my safe space, my haven. And it was that immediacy of relief, just walking into a space and feeling like it was reforming who you were. That was what I was, I guess, craving in architecture. That's what I wanted to create. I didn't really have the language for it at the time, but me going through that environment, that what I feel was like a well-being ecosystem, and I could just get lost in this labyrinth of just senses and tactility, and that was just, for me, it was perfect in how it composed my experience through the space. And understanding then, I guess on a subconscious but semi-conscious level, that me entering new environments determined how I would feel leaving that environment as well as staying in it. I started picking at it. I'm a proven statistic that the built environment can actually help how you feel when you go through certain things. And I'm assuming that there's other people out there, but just may not denote or associate the two in terms of how it healed them or how it helped them through that process. This is why art is so important. People like being provocative because art allows you to see the world in a very different perspective, but also understand what the art sees you as now. Because you meet the art at one level, but when you walk away, the art has changed you. And the same thing for architecture. You never, in my opinion, you never walk into a building and then leave the same.
I like the way Luis Barragan or Frank Lloyd Wright frame, the way light is threaded, sewn and embroidered into the fabric of their buildings, a resonance curiously dripping through an expanse. Remember, I came from cookie-cutter suburbia, so there's a monotony that reeks in anything which feels like it's been here before and hasn't found the beauty in the application of its absence.
I want to make this clear, I thoroughly appreciate the energy, the art, the lifetime that people put into architectural pieces. But if you're missing feelings, how much of your life are you putting into that? And I want to challenge the policies that make it easy for you to not put your feelings into a building. Once you give it to someone, that's their memory now. And I'm very cautious of what memories I give people because I remember the memories other people have given me who didn't care about it. So yeah, the process is full of precaution, but also appreciating that caution allows you to make something which is remarkable.